What's going on, guys? Big fucking win yesterday. That was probably the greatest all-around team play I've seen in a long time. Defense was on point. At one point, Ezekiel Elliott had 0 rushing yards. And then I think they had 3 first downs in the first half. That was a great fucking outing by the defense. And the offense, the red zone was nice. Third down conversions. I think Denver only punted once yesterday. So they basically scored pretty much on every drive they had. Except for, I think Simeon had a pick. And then there was like a fumble somewhere. That was a great fucking game. Denver's defense and that offense, they can make some noise, some serious fucking noise this year. If they could keep this going, they can roll deep into the playoffs. I'm not going to say Super Bowl yet because I don't want to get my hopes up too freaking high. But if they keep playing the way they're playing, that team can make a serious run in the playoffs. I can say all the way to I can see them in the AFC Championship game. I know everybody's high on freaking Oakland. This division this year, by watching the first 2 games, is going to be a tight fucking division. With Kansas City playing the way they're playing, Oakland playing the way they're playing, and Denver just playing lights the fuck out on both sides of the ball, on defense and offense. I mean, yeah, I'll give McManus a pass on that kick because, I mean, they basically blew him out until he with the pick 6 at the end of the game. But if I had to give out like a shout out or a game ball or anything to play, it would definitely go to Simeon. I mean, Simeon was on point. I mean, there's a couple passes he threw that were just perfectly thrown, that like, I don't know, it's like right out of the reach of the defender, and it just floated right in. Like the first touchdown was just thrown over 2 guys perfectly. Just perfectly dropped it right into Emmanuel Sanders' hands. I couldn't ask for any better performance than that. I was amazed. Like I didn't doubt the offense or didn't doubt the defense, but man, that was a good fucking game. They played almost a perfect fucking game. I'm saying almost because he had a couple turnovers, but they played almost a perfect fucking game. Much respect to 5 Rings. I did see on his channel that, you know, he gave props to Denver Broncos defense. So, I mean, much respect to you, man. I know we had the hate week thing going on, but hey, you came out and you admitted that the Broncos were legit. So much respect to you. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really say about that game. I mean, everybody was on point. Derby is becoming one of my favorite tight ends. He's been doing the damn thing. Emmanuel Sanders, Fowler, CJ Anderson with the rushing yards. Denver's actually first in rushing team-wise. I looked at the stat a little bit ago, averaging 159 yards per game. Simeon is first in touchdowns. I think he's like, I don't know where he is in passing yards, but I know he's first in touchdowns, and Denver's first in rushing. If they can keep getting in the red zone and scoring touchdowns like they're scoring, they could be a force to be reckoned with. We did lose Garrett Bowles yesterday. They said it's a possible ACL injury. I mean, not ACL, but Achilles. You knew by his reaction it wasn't good. It was not a good injury at all, and it hurt to lose him. But Donald Stevenson came in, and he played good too. Simeon with the run. I mean, God, that game was. I mean, Simeon scrambling. You know, he saw the pocket break down. He would find a hole and scramble for a first down. CJ Anderson, Jamal Charles, Benny Fowler, Demarius. I mean, Demarius went straight beast now. He went back to the old Demarius. The Demarius we all loved. When I say Benny Fowler, because there's that one catch that he had that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a hell of a fucking catch. I mean, that catch was... I saw that catch, even though, you know, he got up, fell back down. But that catch was fucking amazing. You know, I hate that he got hurt, but shit, man, that was a fucking badass catch. Props to the whole fucking team, the whole organization. They did their damn thing. When you shut down Ezekiel Elliott, he couldn't do shit. And Denver was just running all over Dallas. They couldn't stop him from nothing. Third downs conversions left and right. I mean, it was a 3rd and 11. Simeon hits CJ Anderson on like a little dump pass, and he takes it for 12, 13-yard gain. When I saw that play, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Simeon? And then CJ Anderson was just weaving through guys, juking people. Oh, man. That shit was crazy. That was a crazy-ass game. It was a good game, though. The rain delay, it sucked, the rain delay, but God, that was a good game. All right. Let's just get off that game. Let's go to the next game, which is the Buffalo Bills. So we have the Buffalo Bills. We're actually away at Buffalo this week. The Buffalo Bills, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to come out and say they look like trash. Okay, they do not look good at all. They lost a game against the Carolina Panthers. What was it, 6-9? I can't even remember the score. I mean, I should, since I live in North Carolina. You know, we got to follow the Panthers, but Buffalo doesn't look good. And the way Denver looked against Dallas, it should be a pretty easy game for Denver to win, even with it being on the road. I don't see much from Buffalo in this game. The only thing I can say is LaShawn McCoy, shut him down, keep him contained like they did with Ezekiel Elliott, and they should win this game no problem. Buffalo just doesn't look good. So let's take a look at some stat lines from Buffalo, and it should give you guys like a better idea of if Denver should win the game or not, how you feel. I feel like Denver should win this game. But it is the NFL. You never know from week to week. They could have been like, we suck, fuck this, we're going to go balls out, and they could put a whooping on Denver. Or they could just play like they've been playing for the past 2 weeks, and Denver could come out and blow them out 65-3. We don't know what that. I'm not gonna say they're gonna score 65 points, but I mean they put up 42 on Dallas, and Dallas is a pretty decent offense, and Buffalo's just not. So I could see Denver putting up dropping a 50 burger on Buffalo. But let's look at some stats. You know how I do: break down the stats, break down the game, and we'll just go from there. The Buffalo Bills right now, as we speak, are 26th. They're ranked 26th in the league, averaging 12 points a game. Total yardage per game, they're averaging 292 yards a game on offense. 162.5 passing, which is 27th. But they're ranked 100. They're ranked 8th in the league in rushing with 129.5. So the run game is basically their means of moving the ball. The pass, they're not going to do good with the pass, I guess. I mean, their passing game is not there. They're solely focused on the run. So you shut the run down, you're going to have to force Tyrod Taylor to beat us. And the way they look, Tyrod Taylor's not going to do that. He's just not. Their defense is ranked 4th in the league, averaging 10.5 points a game. They're also ranked 2nd in the league in yards. They're allowed 234 yards a game. They're ranked 8th in passing with 177, and they're ranked 5th in rushing. They only allow about 57.5 yards a game. From what this says, their defense is good enough not to allow you to score a lot of points. You can get yards on them, mostly through the air. They're pretty decent at stopping the run. They look like they're pretty decent at stopping the run. They're ranked 5th in yards allowed. So, I mean, you're not going to run on them. Denver might have a tough time running on the Buffalo Bills, but passing should not be that hard. The way Trevor Siemian's been playing, he should be able to throw that ball pretty well and hit some guys. Like I said, Derby's been playing well. Emmanuel Sanders is lights out. Demarius went back to just muscling his way through people. And we do it, like I said, we do have the two-headed monster in the backfield, as I call him. You got the power of CJ and the quickness of Jamal. So you can hit them with the 1-2 punch, which I was happy to see that CJ got 100 yards rushing yesterday. That's another reason I feel like Trevor Siemian is having so much success these past two games, even though the first game was closer than it should have been. But we have the run game that's setting up the pass. And if you notice, like I noticed some yesterday on the goal line plays, or the red zone plays, when they scored touchdowns, I think it was 2 touchdowns, it was play action. So let's go ahead and look at Denver and see where they're ranked offensively and defensively, and then we can try and break this game down. Alright, the Denver Broncos stat breakdown. They are ranked 5th in the league in points, averaging 33 points a game. 12th in yards, total yards gained per game is 350.5. 21st in passing, he's averaging 191.5 yards a game. But like I said earlier, Denver is 1st in the league in rushing, 159 yards a game. That's fucking amazing. Seeing as how the run, I felt like last year was our weak spot. Now the run this year is our strong area. And it doesn't put a lot of pressure on Trevor. Trevor doesn't have to do as much because the run game is there. Now let's look at the Denver defense. Denver is ranked 13th on defensive points allowed with 19. They're ranked 4th in yards allowed, 258 yards allowed a game. They're ranked 14th in passing yards allowed, 206, but they're ranked 4th in rushing yards with 52. So that's telling me that Denver is also a stingy team on the run, which is crazy because the run was our weakest part of the defense. Stopping the run was the weakest part of that defense last year, but now it's the strongest. And I don't know, I don't want to say it, and I don't know if it's true, but is missing TJ Ward sort of hurting that no-fly zone a little bit? Because, I mean, they're giving up some decent passes. That's just a question I'm going to pose to you guys this week. I want to try and start posing, giving you guys questions, and seeing you guys' response to the questions. Is missing TJ Ward hurting the no-fly zone? How I feel is, I think it is a little bit hurting the no-fly zone. Justin Simmons is playing good, but TJ Ward also has that veteran leadership in that backfield as well. So, slightly, he's hurting them. And Von Miller's getting double teamed. I mean, Von Miller's getting double teamed, he's getting chipped. I mean, he can't get in there. He just can't. As beastly as Von Miller is, and he has 2 guys over 300 pounds freaking stopping him. He has a total of 600 pounds trying to push him back. It's hard for a guy like Von Miller to get in there. I mean, as strong and fast as he is, it's just a big ass wall stopping him. So that's why me personally right now, I can't wait for Shane Ray to return. Because with them taking all the focus to Von Miller, Shane Ray is, when he gets back, he's going to tee off on some guys. I feel like Shane Ray, and that's going to open up Von Miller, because if Shane Ray becomes a threat on that other side, then you can't double them both. So you're going to have to pick your poison. If you want Shane Ray to hit you, or do you want Von Miller to hit you? Right now, we only have Von Miller. Von Miller's our biggest threat right now, and they're taking away our biggest threat on the pass rush. So when Shane Ray returns, I think he was out for 6 weeks. So when he comes back, you will see that I will mark my words right now. You will see that defense become dominant again. I mean, they're still dominant. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not dominant, but you will see them become a juggernaut defense like we expect from them. And with that offense playing the way they're playing, like I'm saying, that team is going to be fucking nasty. Don't sleep on the Broncos. Don't, because that could be your biggest mistake once we get Shane Ray back. So that's all I got for this week. Denver will win against Buffalo. They really, like I said, Buffalo hasn't really impressed me at all. I haven't seen anything from Buffalo that makes me worried about Buffalo. So, I mean, not to hate on Buffalo, but I haven't seen anything from Buffalo that really makes me worry about them at all. So, Denver will get the win, 3-0 this weekend. And then we go back and get ready for Raider hate week. You know, it's 4 teams I can't stand. It's Oakland. Or should I call them Las Vegas? I don't know. We're going the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Patriots, and the Chargers. Those teams I can't stand. I just can't. Some McDonald's make my blood boil, man. But that's all I got for this week. If I had to give my prediction, I don't see it being a close game. I just don't think Tyrod Taylor's good enough to keep it a close game. Final score, let's see, they scored, I'll say 35-10. Denver will win 35-10. But don't, like I said, don't see it being close at all. I see the 10 point. I see most of Buffalo's points coming in garbage time when Denver's just like ready to get out of there. But also, I got something I gotta tell you guys. I have started a gaming channel. If you're into gaming, follow me on a gaming channel. It's called Fanatic G. Upload games every once in a while because I only do these videos like once a week. But I want to, do other videos about other stuff that I love. Like I love the Broncos and I love video games. So I got a gaming channel. It's called Fanatic G. Stands for Fanatic Gaming, pretty much. You can go in there. It'll be me. Sometimes I'll have videos against other people I played. Like I played the what's that shit called? The beta for Dragon Ball Fighters. Had some online matches that were pretty great. I played some trial matches as well. Trial battles, just to get a feel for the controls and everything. So you can follow me on that channel if you want to. If you're a gamer and you want to fight or play a game against me, just hit me up on my gamer tag, Fanatic G. That's the gamer tag. Also on the PlayStation, it will be the same thing, Fanatic G on the PlayStation. So you can, add me as your friend, and then maybe we can play a game, and then I'll put it on the gaming channel. It's hot as a motherfucker, man. I'm sweating my ass off. I'm here in the fucking South, hot as shit. Anyways, that's all I got this week. Like I said, Broncos will win. Follow me, hit me up on the gaming channel, Fanatic G. Go subscribe to that channel. It's like I said, it's a gaming channel, so it's for everybody. This is basically like I do just for Broncos fans, but that's for everybody. Tell your friends, tell all the people that want to, be a part of the YouTube community. Come together and follow me on that channel. So with that being said, this is your boy Broncos Fanatic saying, Go Broncos!